and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Law enforcement in Knox County is looking for a man that robbed a gas station at gunpoint this morning. Now, police do know what the car the man was driving looked like. Here's a picture. Officials believe it could either be a 2012 Jeep Liberty or Commander, and one of the brake lights is out. Now, while they have a good idea of what the vehicle looks like, they have very little to go on in regards to what the man himself looked like. And that's due to the odd attire he wore while robbing the store. WYMT's Connor James explains.
Surveillance cameras captured the robber here.
It's crazy, man. I mean, this is a good place here and stuff, you know.
Michael West says Wildcat Market in Flat Lick is typically a calm place, but early Monday morning, that changed.
What in the heck is this? Is this real or fake or what? You know what I'm saying?
A man broke in, robbing the store at gunpoint. But take a look at this picture.
He had a ghillie suit on.
That's right. Knox County Sheriff Mike Smith says the man robbed the store while wearing a ghillie suit,
which is like a sniper type suit, you know, that's used, you know, for hunting and military type situations, and covered his body in that, which is odd.
Odd is an understatement for some.
It don't even look like a person. It looks like a bear or something. You know what I'm saying?
Now, thankfully, no one was hurt, but the robber did get off with an amount of cash that's currently undisclosed.
Oh, I would be scared to death. I would freak out. I mean, it would scare me.
And although the suit is supposed to help conceal his identity,
and I hope they do get him, because, I mean, for real.
Locals hope this man won't stay hidden from law enforcement for long. In Knox County, Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, if you have any information, you're urged to call the Sheriff's Office at 606-546-3181. The search for a man involved in a deadly crash is over. Police say Alfred Francis surrendered yesterday. He was wanted on a second-degree manslaughter warrant. Investigators say he drove under the influence in April and slammed into J.D. Hacker's car. Hacker died later at a hospital. State troopers say Francis admitted to doing drugs prior to driving. We are waiting to hear about a court date for him. It was a busy day in Clay County Circuit Court. In a deadly shooting case, a woman pleaded guilty. Angelina Grubb admitted to her role in killing a man. Prosecutors argue she, along with Matthew Caldwell, conspired to shoot Jody Sevier in 2017. Police claim Caldwell pulled the trigger. Grubb pleaded guilty to second-degree manslaughter. Her sentencing is set for July 1st. And the Clay County courtroom was filled with tears this afternoon. A man who pleaded guilty to killing 5 people in a crash while he was high was sentenced today. This happened on the Hal Rogers Parkway back in 2015. Jason Gibson was sentenced to 30 years behind bars. The victim's loved ones gave statements directed at Gibson. WYMT's Macy Marie has more on that.
When you think about saying goodbye, even the thought becomes difficult.
My mother, she had strong Christian faith, and I know that I have to forgive him for my own salvation.
For Chastity Collett and family friends, their lives were turned upside down on December 18th, 2015.
Now, he got 30 years, we got life. We get to spend the rest of our lives wondering and grieving and, you know, just missing our loved ones.
That's the day Jason Gibson got behind the wheel of a car high. He hit a car, killing Collett's mother, Charlene Lewis, along with Tiffany Williams, her son Kyson, her unborn child, and Judy Pennington Adams.
It's not something you can ever return from.
As Collett and others told him how it impacted their lives, he avoided making eye contact.
My life has ceased to exist.
And even with their voices quivering, the pain they feel is evident.
Even though you took her life, it was a parent's decision. She would forgive you because that's the person she was.
You might wonder how she is able to forgive him. So does she.
That was the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life. And I still question it, but I know that it's the right thing to do.
And with many hard days still ahead of them.
So now it's time for the healing process to start.
In Clay County, Macy Marie, WYMT Mountain News.
We're told Gibson is eligible for parole after he serves 20 years.
And we are still seeing plenty of sunshine across the mountains. Good news is that continues into the rest of your evening and into your Tuesday as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few of those cameras around the mountains. You'll notice Stonecrest over into Prestonsburg, a few of those high clouds, but plenty of sunshine over there. And even look at our MCHC camera in downtown Whitesburg, a few clouds, but we're seeing those beautiful blue skies and some sunshine as well. You'll notice satellite and radar, well, we haven't had to deal with anything today, which is a big change compared to this weekend. We did see a few clouds earlier this morning, but other than that, we are dry. You'll notice those temperatures are into about those low to mid 70s across the area, so very comfortable outside. Definitely get out and enjoy this evening while you can. Maybe even good evening to have dinner outside. And really compared to this time yesterday, we've seen those temperatures increase about 10, 11, 12 degrees warmer than we were 24 hours ago. Now we do warm up even more as we head into your Tuesday. I'll have that full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Steve.
Paige, thank you. 4 families are without a home tonight. Fire officials in Letcher County were called out to an apartment complex along Highway 15 just before 3 this morning. They believe a stove caught the 8 complex apartment building on fire. 4 families lived there and all got out safely except for a dog. Now fire officials are praising cooperation for getting them all out alive.
On a general house fire, you can take one department and pretty well handle it, but like last night, we had to have 6 trucks and 25 firefighters to take care of that. So it's a lot of difference between having 5 or 6 firefighters and 25 firefighters.
The Red Cross is helping families who are without a home. A new program starting up at local community colleges could help bring new jobs. It will certainly bring new educational opportunities here in the mountains. WYMT's Justin Case talked with Governor Matt Bevin and others at the Wendell H. Ford Airport in Perry County this afternoon about what these jobs are and why it's so important to invest in them now. He joins us from the newsroom. Justin.
Steve, the announcements today come after a grant of about $1.5 million was awarded by the Appalachian Regional Commission. The money will fund a new aviation maintenance program that will be taught jointly between Eastern Kentucky University and the Kentucky Community and Technical College system. Governor Bevin says there is a great demand for aviation mechanics across the state, and because there are so few aviation mechanics in the Bluegrass, many plane owners are having their aircrafts serviced outside of Kentucky. He also says that this is a great way to continue expanding the infrastructure in Eastern Kentucky to hopefully attract new businesses to the area.
It's one thing to open a pie shop and talk about all the great pies you're going to make and have people salivate, but if you don't have the ingredients and you don't have someone in the kitchen who knows how to make pies, it's just a bunch of a pipe dream. And so I'm not looking to just blow smoke. I want seeds in the ground. I want to create opportunities. I want to train people in the jobs that are in high demand. In aviation mechanics, there are not enough of them in America.
Steve, officials say the average salary for aviation mechanics is more than $60,000. The program will have hands-on training at 4 different regional airports: Central Kentucky Regional Airport, London Corbin Airport, Wendell H. Ford Airport, and Big Sandy Regional Airport. School officials say the programs could begin as early as this fall. Steve?
All right, Justin, I know you'll have more on this tonight at 11. Thank you. Now, before that announcement, there was a standing room only crowd at Somerset Community College. There, Congressman Rogers, along with others, formally announced the University Center of Southern Kentucky. 4 university partnerships will allow local students to earn a bachelor's degree. The university partners include Eastern Kentucky University, Western Kentucky, Morehead State University, and the University of Kentucky. The new University Center of Southern Kentucky will open with the fall semester of 2019 on the campus of Somerset Community College, allowing 3rd and 4th year students to continue pursuing their degrees close to home. Pension reform talks continue today. Some of the governor's staff met with House Democrats. Both sides went over the pension reform bill that will be addressed in a special session. The governor's chief deputy says this is a balancing act. Many quasi-government agencies cannot afford rising pension contribution rates. The governor's new proposal keeps it at 49% versus jumping to about 84%. It also gives them a way out of the system. House Democrats say they're all for extending the rate freeze, but not to leave the system.
I have real concerns about the bill that's proposed today. Would end up in court anyway. and the freeze could or could not happen because of that.
I've heard from a number of legislators that they don't want to dig another deeper hole in the Kentucky retirement system by solely implementing a freeze that doesn't have a path forward for these entities to provide the necessary services.
Some Republican lawmakers say Governor Bevin may not have the votes to push the bill through. Attorneys for Gabe Parker, the teen police say opened fire on classmates last year at Marshall County High School in western Kentucky, wants his trial moved to a different county. Their motion would move the trial out of Marshall County and other counties in that area. Along with their petition, attorneys for Gabe Parker added several pages of social media posts of what they say would lead to a biased jury. Parker is charged as an adult with the deaths of Bailey Holt and Preston Cope. The petition will go in front of a judge on May 17th. Tonight, people in Pike County will gather to remember a little boy. Keegan Ryan Music died in an ATV crash a little more than a week ago. In little less than an hour in Coal Run, there will be a candlelight vigil in his memory. Keegan was only 6 years old. He was a kindergarten student at Johns Creek Elementary. We'll have more on the vigil at 11. An emotional day in Frankfort as people gathered to remember police officers lost in the Bluegrass last year.
Officer Scotty Hamilton, end of watch, March 13, 2018.
The names of officers killed in the line of duty were added to the fallen officers memorial. Those included Pikeville Police Officer Scotty Hamilton. In total, 60 names were read, 60 people given a salute for the sacrifices they made serving our communities.
They're special people too, and they lost their lives or somehow or another with illness or violence, and all different reasons, you know, and they deserve to be respected in the highest way.
6 officers were recognized as line of duty deaths. 3 of the 6 died in the same month, March 2018.
And sunshine returns again as we head into tomorrow. Scattered rain chances return for your Thursday and showers, or for your Wednesday, and then those showers and storms for your Thursday. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes.
Plus, the Kentucky Derby controversy is not going away anytime soon. We'll break down the ruling and what could come next for maximum security.